I found a hidden door in my new house. I shouldn't have opened it. I moved into this house 3 days ago. It's not an old mansion or some rundown cabin in the woods. Just a regular 2-bedroom house in upstate New York. White siding, gray roof, worn shutters that probably haven't been painted since 2003. Nothing about it screamed haunted. No murders on record. No creepy history. No reason not to move in. That's what made it worse. I got the place for dirt cheap. The realtor seemed oddly eager to unload it, like she couldn't wait to have it off her listings. When I signed the papers, she said something strange, something that stuck with me. "If you hear anything at night, it's just the house settling. Don't go looking." She laughed when she said it like it was a joke. I should have asked more questions. First night was uneventful. I unpacked, microwaved some mac and cheese, and fell asleep on the couch watching reruns of Forensic Files. No weird noises, no creaking floorboards, just silence. But by the second night, I knew something was off. It started with knocking. 3 slow knocks. From underneath me. I was upstairs in bed, half asleep, and I thought maybe I imagined it. But then it came again. Knock, 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 right below the bed. From the basement. I told myself it was the pipes. Or maybe raccoons. But I couldn't stop staring at the floor. The next morning I went down to check. The basement was like any other. Unfinished concrete, low ceiling, exposed beams. It smelled like mildew and dust, and I didn't even have a light down there yet. Just a flashlight in one hand and my phone in the other. And then I saw it, a rectangle in the wall. It looked like the outline of a sealed doorway, flush with the concrete, a perfect shape, like someone had covered something up. I stared at it for a long time, then went back upstairs. That night the knocking came again. Same time, same rhythm. But this time it was followed by something else, scraping, fingernails on wood. I barely slept. I left every light on in the house, TV playing in the background just to feel less alone. It didn't help. The next day I went back down there with tools, hammer chisel gloves. I worked for hours, chipping at the seams, and finally, something gave way. It wasn't just a wall, it was a sealed door. Wood, old and rotting, with a circular hole where a knob used to be. When I pushed it open, cold air hit me in the face. Thick, wet, like opening a freezer full of spoiled meat. Behind the door was a tiny room, barely big enough to stand in. The walls were stone, covered in scratches, not scuffs, claw marks. Hundreds of them, overlapping like someone, or something, had tried to dig their way out. In the center of the room was a small wooden box. I didn't want to touch it. I really didn't. But I did. It was heavier than it looked, covered in carvings, symbols I didn't recognize. They looked like eyes. Eyes everywhere, all staring in different directions. Some open, some closed, some crying. And on the bottom, in tiny etched letters, "Do not bring into the light." I should have left it. Should have closed the door, sealed it back up, called someone, anyone, to take it away. But I brought it upstairs. That was the beginning of the end. The box wouldn't open. It had no hinges, no seam. Just a sealed cube, cold to the touch. I set it on the kitchen table and tried to forget about it. That night, the knocking was louder. Knock, knock, knock. Then a pause. Then a whisper. "Let me out." It didn't come from downstairs. It came from right behind me. I spun around so fast I nearly fell, but no one was there. The box had moved. It was no longer on the kitchen table. It was on the floor, right behind my chair. Didn't sleep. I tossed the box in the trunk of my car and drove 15 miles out to a remote trailhead. I left it in the woods and sped home. When I opened my front door, it was waiting for me, on the kitchen counter, exactly where it started. Things got worse after that. Lights flickered constantly. I replaced every bulb. Didn't matter. They kept dimming, buzzing. Sometimes they just shut off completely. The air felt heavy all the time, like something was watching me, breathing down my neck, and then came the hallucinations. I think they were hallucinations. I started seeing people in the mirrors. Not me, other people. Pale faces, sunken eyes, mouths that didn't move, just staring. Every time I blinked, they were gone. But one night, one of them smiled. I heard footsteps in the hallway while I was showering. When I came out, the hallway light was on, even though I'd left it off. The door to the basement was wide open, and carved into it, deep and jagged, were the words, "You broke the seal." I haven't been down there since. Yesterday, I woke up to find all the pictures in the house changed. Not replaced, changed. The photo of my mom on the shelf, her eyes were bleeding. My old graduation picture, my face was blurred out. My dog's picture, his mouth was stretched wide open, unnaturally wide. Teeth I'd never seen before. I destroyed them all, threw them in the fireplace and watched them burn. This morning, they were back, in their frames, exactly the same. And the box. It was on my pillow. The top was slightly open. Inside was a tooth, a human tooth. I tried calling for help. No one answers. No calls go through. Texts don't send. It's like I've been cut off from the world. Even my laptop glitches constantly. Screens go black for seconds at a time. When it flickers back on, I sometimes see words that vanish too fast to read. But once, I caught one. Part of the deal. What deal? I didn't make a deal. Did I? I started getting nosebleeds, headaches that last for hours. I can hear buzzing in my ears that never stops. And last night, I found a handprint on my bathroom mirror. It was on the inside, behind the glass. I live alone. Tonight, I heard something breathing just outside my bedroom door. Watched the doorknob jiggle, slowly, like someone trying not to wake me. I backed into the corner and waited with a knife in my hand. At exactly 3:03 a.m., the box moved on its own. It slid across the floor, all on its own. Then it opened a little wider. I swear I saw an eye inside it. It blinked. Now it's almost midnight again. The knocking will start soon. Then the whispers. Then the box. I've locked my door. I've sealed the basement. But I can feel it. Whatever I let out, it's not in the basement anymore. It's in the walls, the mirrors, the shadows. It's in me. If anyone finds this, don't come looking for me. Don't come to the house. Don't even say my name out loud, because whatever it is, it hears you, and it remembers. It's been 6 days. I don't know what time it is anymore. My phone clock resets every time I look away. It was 11:57 a few minutes ago. Now it says 3:03 a.m. again. It's always 3:03 a.m. now. The box is open, wider than ever. I think something is trying to come out. I tried leaving the house this morning. Again, it didn't work. No matter which way I drive, I end up right back here. Roads curve in impossible ways. Street signs flicker with words that don't exist. Once I swear I saw my own car pass me going the opposite direction, and I was in the driver's seat. The whispers have names now, voices calling out through the vents, the pipes, the light fixtures. They say my name in different voices, some familiar, some not. My mother, my childhood friend who died in a car crash. My voice. Then one voice whispered, "We never left. We're still in the walls." I tried sleeping last night, but I woke up choking. There was dirt in my mouth, under my fingernails. Clumps of hair that weren't mine on my pillow. Something is crawling out of me. I don't know what's real anymore. Mirrors don't show my reflection, only versions of me. Twisted, grinning, eyes black and mouth stitched shut. One version of me spoke, only once. "You shouldn't have let it in." Today, someone came to the door, a man in a postal uniform. Except, we're in the middle of nowhere, and I haven't ordered a damn thing. He handed me a package. No label, no return address. I didn't open it at first. I just stared at it for hours. Eventually, I gave in. Inside was a note. Just one line, printed in block letters. She's behind. You. I turned so slowly. There was nothing there. At first. Then the lights died, and I heard breathing. The woman returned tonight. The one with the bone knife. She didn't knock, just walked straight in like she owned the place. Her eyes were bleeding. Her mouth moved out of sync with her voice. She said one thing before collapsing. It remembers who it was. Then she seized, screamed, and her face began to split, like something was pushing its way out from under her skin. I ran, locked myself in the upstairs bedroom. She's still downstairs, whispering things in a language I can't understand. The E, walls are vibrating with it. It's not a chant, it's instructions. I tried to destroy the box, took a sledgehammer to it. It split in half, and inside was my face. Eyes open, smiling, whispering, "Thank you for coming home." That's when I remembered something I wish I hadn't. This house isn't new to me. I grew up here. The memories came flooding back like a dam breaking. Not all at once, but pieces. Shadows, screams in the attic. A mother who whispered to corners of the room. A locked basement I was forbidden to enter. And a box, always open, always watching. I called my sister. I don't know why. I hadn't spoken to her in years. But when she picked up, she didn't sound confused. She didn't sound surprised. She just said, "You found it again, didn't you?" I couldn't speak. She continued, "I told you never to go back. You broke the cycle. You were supposed to forget." I whispered, "What is it?" She paused. "It's you. It's always been you." Then the line went dead. I tried recording a video to explain everything. Proof, documentation. But when I watched it back, I wasn't in the video. The camera was pointed directly at me. But the footage showed an empty room, then a single frame flickered at the end. It showed me sleeping in bed, and something standing over me, smiling. I don't think I'm alone in my body anymore. I feel it moving when I sleep, making decisions I don't remember, turning on the stove, writing things on the walls and symbols I've never learned. My hands are bruised and I don't know why. There are muddy footprints leading from the basement to my bedroom. They're my size, but I haven't gone down there. Not yet. I went down there tonight. I don't know what possessed me to do it. Maybe it wasn't even me. Maybe I just followed the whispers. The basement is alive now, pulsing, breathing. The walls are soft, wet. They move if I touch them. And the room behind the hidden door, it's gone. Now there's a hallway that goes down, way down, impossible depth. And at the bottom, I saw her, the woman, the one with no face, long arms, head tilted. She was holding something. It was me, another version of me, eyes missing, jaw slack, still breathing. Then she looked up, and she said, "We're ready now." Then she stepped inside me, not metaphorically, literally. She walked into me like I was a doorway, and I let her. That was hours ago, or maybe minutes. Time doesn't work right here, but now I understand. The box isn't cursed. I am. And every version of me across every time I've lived, every time I tried to forget, was just another loop, another opening, another way back in. She's not trying to possess me. She's trying to return to her vessel, to herself. And now here's the part you won't believe. I just got a knock at the door, but this time, I'm not hearing it. I'm the one knocking. If this story gave you chills, go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps more horror fans find these stories. I'd love to hear what you think was really inside that box. So drop your theories in the comments below. I read every one. And if you enjoy dark, twisted stories like this every week, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss the next nightmare. Trust me, they only get darker from here.